Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, talking about how to create your own annuity retirement plan. That's a good thing, right? Yeah, I mean, everybody needs income in their retirement, lifetime income stream. So we're going to talk about how to do that after this really neat punk rock music. Okay, retirement plan, annuity retirement plan, one and the same. By the way, producer, the shirt, right? Never read the comments. We read the comments, so if you're on YouTube and you comment, we'll read it. Just be nice. You don't have to be mean, you know? You just, hey, Stan, I don't like the hat, don't like the shirt, don't like buying, whatever. But be nice. Just be respectful, professional. But listen, when it comes to retirement, it's all about income. It's all about lifestyle. And annuities have a monopoly on lifetime income. And I'm assuming that if you're looking at this topic, you're thinking, you know what? I need more income. I need more guarantees coming into the portfolio. Now, markets are volatile at the time of this taping, and markets are all over the place. Things come and they go up and they go down. But as you get to retirement age, you're thinking more of how much risk do I want to shoulder? How much risk do I want to transfer? Okay? Non-annuity, annuity. Got it? Annuities are transfer of risk products. You're transferring the risk to the companies, the carriers, the insurance companies. And by the way, annuities are issued by life insurance companies. You're transferring that risk to them to pay you for the rest of your life, or in some cases with a spouse, joint life, the rest of both your lives, regardless of how long you live. It's a transfer risk. You can't look at it as an investment. You have to look at it as a transfer risk pension plan. So, when it comes to retirement income and putting together all of that, you need to look at your overall income floor. So I call it income flooring. You look at Social Security, your pension, your RMDs from your IRA, dividend income, whatever income's coming in from what you do, if you have a side hustle selling popsicles at the fair, whatever. So what's that income coming in every single month, and how much more do you need? If you don't need any more, then you don't need an annuity right now in most cases, or you might want to plan for future income to address future inflation. So getting ready to go to the whiteboard, let's draw this thing out and let's put this thing blue ink on whiteboard. Okay, so you're trying to create your annuity retirement plan, ARP, right? It really is going to break down to two things. Income now or income later. Do you need income to start right now, which is between 30 days and 1 year? Or income later, which is, say, 13 months ongoing. So let's just say to 20 years. So if you need income to start between 30 days to a year, it's an immediate annuity, single premium immediate annuity, and we will quote all carriers. And that's how simplistic that income plan is. You just go quote all carriers for the best contractual guarantee for your specific situation. Now, if it's income later, meaning I don't need the income to start now, you know, I got a couple more years to work, or we have enough income now, but we're going to plan for the future, then it's down to 3 products: deferred income annuities, QLACs, qualified longevity annuity contracts, and income riders. It depends on what type of account you use, and you can use any account type, IRA, Roth IRA, non-qualified. Now, the QLAC is the only exception to that. That can only be used in a traditional IRA, and some employer-sponsored plans. As of 2020, they're starting to include QLACs, which are future pension plans. But we'll quote everything, depending on the quote parameters that you give us. Also remember, too, with lifetime income with annuities, the primary pricing mechanism is your life expectancy at the time you take the payments and start the payments. Interest rates play a secondary role, and the income stream is a combination of return of principal plus interest. All right, so we're talking about setting up your own retirement annuity plan, but I digress. The producers and I were talking about this new virus thing, and that the stat came out that there's 30% of the people in society don't wash their hands. And we're trying to figure out who those people are, okay? First of all, that pretty much nullifies me shaking hands with anyone ever. It's gonna be virtual fist pump. Virtual fist pump me. There you go. Let's talk about the customization of your retirement income plan using annuities, your annuity income plan. You know, you can structure it in a myriad of ways, and when you contact us at theannuityman.com or go there to use our proprietary calculators, you can structure it single life, joint life. You can structure it just for a specific period of time called period certain. You can combine these. And then you can also say, I want single life with installment refund or single life with cash refund. or joint life with installment refund and joint life with cash refund. What does that mean? Well, life means life. Life means you can never outlive the payment. Life means the annuity company's on the hook to pay regardless of how long you live. That's the true benefit proposition that only annuities can offer. So life is life. The question is, how do you want to structure the back side of that, the backstop, the guarantee? If it's single life only or joint life only, when you die, money goes poof, right? In joint life only, if one of you dies, the income stream continues for the second spouse, but when that person dies, money goes poof. But most people don't do that. Most people don't do life only because they've worked hard for the money. I'm assuming you have too. And you want to make sure that, yes, you're going to get a lifetime income stream for the rest of your life, but that hard-earned money goes to somebody in your family. I'm assuming that's you, because that certainly is me, and it's certainly most of my clients. I'm not saying I wouldn't sell you a life only, but if you said, Stan, I want joint life only, or I want life only, I'm going to ask you some questions like, why? Why, other than the highest contractual guarantee, you do understand that if you walk across the street day 2 and you get hit by a bus, money goes poof. Most people, when they understand that, they can make a logical decision. But a lot of people, they don't want that. So you can do combination of that. Installment refund, I think, is one of the best backstops you can put in place, because what that means is any unused money upon your death goes in payment form to the list of beneficiaries on the policy. Cash refund is, like it sounds, when you die, the money goes lump sum to the beneficiaries of the policy upon your death. Now, my joke is that you choose installment refund because your beneficiaries are going to show up to your funeral in a Bentley or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something. So they're going to do it anyway. So you just want to make payments on it, right? I mean, if I die with all the life insurance and all the Stan the Annuity Man stuff, my daughters are probably going to be helicoptered into that thing, and then they'll helicopter out to whatever, because they'll be like, oh, that's just too bad. No, I'm kidding. They're good kids. But you might want to handcuff those beneficiaries with installment refund. We are creating your annuity retirement plan for lifetime income. So one of the things you have to take into account is when you buy an annuity, you're transferring the risk to that annuity carrier, and you're transferring the risk so that they pay you for the rest of your life. Now, they have to have the claims paying ability to pull that off. One of the services that we use, we give away for free on theannuityman.com, is what's called Comdex rankings. Great company. They're called Vital Signs. Great company. And they provide a 20-plus page report that if you go to my site, and there'll be a Comdex rankings drop-down of which you can pull a PDF and print it for free. We don't have you sign up. We want people to be informed. If you want to choose to deal with us and work with us, great. That's fantastic. But we want you to be informed. Now, what is Comdex? Everyone's familiar with the lettering rating service like A, A minus, A plus, double A plus, AA, BB, whatever. Nobody knows. But there's 4 primary rating services that cover annuities, the life insurance carriers that issue annuities. AM Best, Moody's, S&P stands for Standard and Poor's, and then Fitch. All of these, will give some form of an A. They're on that alphabet scale, right? A plus, A minus, AA, whatever, okay? And a lot of people don't know how to decipher that. Now, what I do like about Comdex, and the reason that we give it away for free to all of our clients and people that are looking at annuities with us, is that Comdex gives a 1 to 100 score of the carrier. Now, is it a perfect formula? No, but it's a pretty darn good one, because what they'll do is they'll be from 1 to 100, the top 20 carriers might have a score of 100. And then you might pull up a quote from us and see a carrier that finished first, and they might have like an 83. It's a point of discussion for us to start talking about the claims paying ability of the carrier, because that's important. They are going to pay you for the rest of your life. Now, good and bad about Comdex. The good is it's an easy to understand 1 to 100 score. I think kind of the bad, it's not bad, but it just is what it is. These rating services, companies have to typically pay these rating services to rate them and look at their financials. Not all carriers go with all of them. They might go with 1 or 2 or 1, 2 or 3, whatever. In some cases, I feel, and I'm not sure this is true, but I feel like there's a discount if a carrier doesn't have all 4 rating services covering it. But I think overall, the Comdex scoring system is fair, and it's something that you need to take into account after we do the first step, which is finding out what you need, finding out what you specifically want to solve for from the standpoint of income and guarantees, finding out how you want to structure it, then going and shopping for all carriers for that best contractual guarantee based on your specific parameters, and then finally, Comdex rankings to look at the Comdex scores, the claims paying ability of the carrier. All of those steps are very important. All of those steps you'll go through with me at theannuityman.com. We'll have those conversations based on all of this so you can make an informed decision. All right, because I do all these videos, I did one on how to set up a pension plan, which is similar to this, but you know, I'm riffing. I'm all over the place with these. I mean, I've got annuity knowledge just flying out of my head, flying out of my mouth, and flying out of these books, of which I will send you for free. Look, producer, I think we should look at all the backs of the books, like I Heart Lifetime Income. I'll do one. Got Guarantees, that's one of my favorite. I mean, all of these books. I know what you're saying. Stan, you're getting carried away on the t-shirts. I know. But that's okay. Go to theannuityman.com, sign up for the books. We'll send them to you for free. Yes, there is such a thing as free and no obligation. It's these annuity owners manuals. And also to do me one big favor, hit the subscribe button, just because I want to alert you every time I do a video, which is a lot. We're doing a lot to these videos. So with that, I'll see you on the next one.